My question today is, the new lure will catch more, or my old, trusted, battered up, rammed up lure from the good old days? Hi everyone, this is AJ. I am doing some fishing in Oman. This is one of the most beautiful beaches in Oman, and it's called the Bimmah beach. So you can see the weather is pretty harsh today. We've got lots of big waves crushing in, and with that there's lots of food going back into the ecosystem for the little fish. My question today is, the new lure will catch more, or my old, trusted, battered up, rammed up lure from the good old days? So this is my lucky lure. I've got lots of fish on this, but as you can see, it's pretty rammed up and beaten. This one's the new lure, and we're gonna see how they're gonna work out today. So this one's a 17 gram, and this is also a 14 gram, a little smaller. And you can see the mouth bits, which help dive under the water. So this one has a bigger mouth bit, so it's going to dive more, where this is going to dive less. So let's see what we can do today and which lure is going to catch us more fish. So I'm going to throw in a sabiki first. I have my normal rod, and I'm gonna throw in a sabiki and keep it waiting. We might find some small little fish that we might want to keep, either for bait or for cooking on the side. So let's throw this in and keep it waiting, and then we can go for our other ones. A sabiki is always going to be giving you problems. Let's see what we can do here. We're opening this up. I've got two rods. One is a normal, cheap, easy peasy rod, which is just around $10-15. This orange rod is our budget rod. I'm just throwing a sabiki. So for you guys that want to know, a sabiki is a rig where 6 hooks have been planted into it, and you will get some little spicy attachments like little tails, glittering tails. They can be pretty interesting for fish, small fish especially, bait fish. And with this, you don't even need to throw in any cut bait. So let's try our luck with this and see what we can do. We'll just land it somewhere and then keep it on the rod holder. There we go. So we've got our sabiki in place, and let's just put the rod holder a little higher up. Maybe here is good. And now for our main rod. So I'm gonna have to line the rod. I've got our reel in place. The reel is a Daiwa Pro Rex reel. You can see that. It's a Daiwa Pro Rex on a Pioneer, around 40 to 80 grams rod. This is one with Fuji rings, and I use this mostly for casting and some jigging as well. This is my main rod for medium lure size. So you'd be catching pretty much big hamor, medium hamor, or grouper as they call it, hamor here in the GCC, in the Arabian countries. And I caught lots of GTs with this and some more normal fish. I do large sabiki rigs on this one. So let's get our lure connected, and you can see that we've got a special, so we have our braid. This is a 40-pound braid, 40-pound Daiwa braid connected to a 60-pound line with an FG knot, and we have a small swivel snap swivels for easy and fast connection to our lures. So let's get this lure done and connected. There we go. That easy. So you don't have to tie anything, you don't have to open anything, you just snap it on. There we go, so we're ready. So we're gonna have to be working this lure. You can see the full beautiful coast here. With this lure, you've got to be working it all the time so that it doesn't get stuck in the rocks at the bottom. There are some rocky areas. You can see the darker areas, those are rocks. And we're gonna be doing some different directions. Let's try to throw it straight on. There we go, that's a good cast. You can aim for longer too, but that's good enough. So I'm not gonna go into the techniques of casting lures and working them right now. It's a very windy day. I'm just gonna be having fun, seeing if we can catch anything decent. I am targeting fish called Bimmah here, which are small snapper, and hamor. Hamor is not going to be much around unless we actually get into the rocky areas on that side. So we'll have a quick look and see what's happening. I'll keep an eye on my sabiki rod, and hopefully that's catching something soon. Let's see what we can do here. Big problem that we have is we're going against the wind. As you know, especially with light lures, what you want to do is go into the wind to get the wind to help you throw farther. If you go against the wind, that means I'm fighting the wind. It will blow my line a lot, and with blowing my line, the problem is going to be knots can happen, you won't get a good range, and lots of different issues. Wow, it's a beautiful day here. Beautiful, beautiful day. Just can't believe how nice it is, this weather. Yeah, that's a good cast. Good placement. Let's see what we've got. So with these big waves crashing in, there's really no point in going for walking the dog or doing anything crazy. Most techniques will fall short because of this crazy wind, but let's just try different ways of casting. So we'll work it slow, we'll work it fast, and we will work it. So one thing that I want to do is I want to change location. I want to go to the other side, which there are more rocks. I am going to take this sabiki rod, put it back a bit, put it over here. We're going to move the camera. Let's move the camera together. This place is just wondrous. It's just too beautiful. It's very nice. You want to get your trigger finger ready, open the bail, put your lure about 1/3 to half downwards on the rod, and let loose. Uh-oh, not good, not good, not good. I think we got thrown right into the rocks there. Wow. Okay, come on. Yes. I threw just right into the rocks, and that was pretty crazy. That was not something I should have done. But anyway, we're out and we're free of the rocks. That's good. That's good news. So let's try this again. And that's because of the wind, guys. So the wind actually pushed me right onto the cliff. So let's do this again. Let's try it out one more time. And we want to go there. Okay, so much better cast. It's close to the rocks, so I'm gonna have to, yes. So you pull in your line very soon if you're doing fishing close to the rocks, so you don't get cliffed, you don't get snagged. And then you don't want like extra braid out. You don't want extra line out because that's gonna hurt your cast and it's gonna get your lure stuck and snagged. We're gonna aim this way so that we hit that part because of the wind. The wind is gonna move against us. So let's go that way. Wow, you can see we're basically in the water now. Look at this whole beautiful scene. And it's getting crazy. The tide is coming up. It's very dangerous. So I only have a few minutes and then I will stop. Gotta watch out for the camera. Okay, so it's very thunderous now. Sometimes you can actually catch good fish when it's such difficult weather. Reason is a storm might be forming, and because of the barometric pressure changing rapidly, the fish will get a bit feisty and they will get worried that they might not be able to get food for a couple days. So they will jump on the opportunity. They'll jump on the opportunity to actually come in and find a bite. All right, so unfortunately, I know that my battery, my camera is a bit on the low side, and I want to keep some battery left for later, especially since I'm out in the wilderness. So I want to play it safe. So I'll throw one more cast, and then what we will do is we'll disconnect. If I catch anything, I'll let you guys know. So here's one for the money, and two for the show, and three. So you shouldn't let your lure sit in the water because it will get snagged. It will get down into the places that it shouldn't go. So we're gonna pull it up, and I'll go check my sabiki with my other rod. I'll let you guys know if anything happens. And here is the sabiki. Just pulling it in. I don't feel anything on it. Sabiki is not meant to be fishing it like this. You'd have to work it actually. You'd have to put it down where there's some depth in the water. Just about 2-3 meters is enough. Even less is enough. And then you would work it by constantly twitching a little bit so that these small glittery feathers, as they call them, they start to glow in front of the fish, and the fishy decide to bite. That is AJ from Shirazi Fishing. All right, so we are in Bimmah, and this is a catch and cook series. We've already caught the fish. We caught 10 hamur today, but about 4 or 5 of them were too small. Just threw them back. The rest are okay. One big, one medium, 2 medium small. So we're just gonna have to clean it up and have a fight. It's a beautiful Bimmah area, you can see. The water is just amazing. It's a good big one. میشه اینی گرفت. انبرده است دارین؟
آوردن اینجا حوالا چون
یه انبرده هستی میخوام ببین پولک.
این
از بهترین ماهی هست. کفارم نیست، فقط زیر سنگ قایم میشه. خب بریم سراغ اصل مطلب. ماهی ها رو ما فلساشون رو کندیم و اونا رو تمیز کردیم. 3 تا دونه، یه دونه بزرگم اینجا داریم که الان تمیز میکنیم و لذتشو میبریم. اینم کچ انکوکه امروز ما. کامان بیبی ما رو دریای زیبای عمان، غذای قشنگ. قلابو میکنن توی این بازوهاش، یعنی نه تیکش باید بکنن. 6-7 تیکه میشه این. بعد یه قلاب میکنن توی یکی از این گوشه های بازوش، آویزون میشه. آره کلشو با هم که نمیتونن بزنن، زیادیه. این میشه 8-9 تا 10 تا قلاب میشه. بهاره نشسته با دقت داره گاتینگ ماهی رو نگاه میکنه. شب خواب بد میبینی. ماهی ها رو یه نفر باید زحمت شستنشو دیگه بکشه. میگن هر کسی دست به خرچنگ بزنه باید دست به ماهی بزنه که بوی دستش بره. خب داوطلب پیدا شد برای شستن ماهی. گفتم برای ماهی ها که زحمت میدیم بهشون چیزی داشته باشم. مکرل خانواده ماهی شیرم از مکرل. اصلا میگیم کینگ فیش، ماهی شیر رو میگن کینگ فیش. کینگ فیش اسم دیگرش کینگ مکرل هست. این خانواده هست. چرا؟ حالا میخوای ماهی بگیری واقعا، این خورده ماهی آشغالا رو همینجوری برید پرت کنید اونجایی که دارید ماهی میگیرید. پر میشه، پر از ماهی میشه اونجا دنبال غذا خوردن، بعد گیج میشن دیگه، نمیدونن کدومش قلابه کدومش گوشته. مثلا راحت میشه. یه دونه دیگه هم هست اگه شما زحمت بکشید که یه نفر باید بشون. احسنت. قرصش هم گرفتیم. حالا اینجا یه سوراخ کوچولو این پشت داره، اینجا خیلی چاقوها رو نکن تو که اما احشاش پاره بشه. بعد اینجا رو یه قاش میزنی، شمسه رو قاش میزنی، برسی به هم اونجا. بریم من این تیکه رو نرفتم دیگه چون راحت در میاد. خیلی امتحان دارم در میاری.
فکر کنم قطع شد.
تو یکی از فیلم ها میره دیگه. هرچی هم بچه دابتر
چی شد داوطلب؟
فقط میخوایم روی شسته بشه دیگه، درسته؟
خوشگل
خوشگل.
خوشگل شسته بشن.